Ladies and gentlemen, this is why I do not like the MTA's bus or shuttle bus services in New York City. This is the second time I went on a shuttle bus and I lost my iPhone cable. Mind you, I had to buy a new one recently and maybe within the last 3 weeks. And I knew I lost it on the city bus because guess what? Right before I got on the city bus, I unplugged my phone. So therefore, it's on the city bus or someone snagged it right off my bag. Either one. But take it with a grain of salt. This is why the bus just has too many either pickpockets or the fact that, like, I know for a fact, ladies and gentlemen, it was secured to my bag unless someone just pulled it. Or the fact that it came loose, and it's most likely it came loose. Because the first time someone snagged it, I believe. Because come to think about all the times I lost my iPhone cable. But yeah. So I can't charge my phone unless I take off this case, which I don't want to, and use the TELESIN Master Grip to charge it wirelessly. But here's the thing I just noticed. The MagSafe is not that strong enough on the iPhone 14 Pro. It just comes up too easy with the TELESIN Mag. But when I have the JJC lens filter, mind you, it's called an ND Nurture Density filter adapter mount for your iPhone. The magnetics is much stronger for the TELESIN grip. I don't know what's the deal. I just don't feel comfortable without a case on my iPhone. So, ladies and gentlemen, lost my iPhone on the city bus. Mind you, that was about like hours ago, right? But I've been walking around trying to find a spot because it started to snow, then it stopped. Now it's going to snow again in the next 30 minutes or so, or next hour. But the streets are a little wet. The streets are a little wet. And lost my iPhone cable. But here's the thing. I think I have an adapter. I might be wrong. I might be wrong. Who knows? So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm having like a little, I guess I'm having a moment. Because I had to either choose to either pay rent for hostel or not. So since I'm not going to wait any longer, I decided to just, forget about it. Yeah, just donate the money to the GoFundMe because I'm going to need it for next month, for sure. Ooh, black sea fish. What's in the fridge? Some veggies. Let's go check it out. Wait. All right. They got some basil. Ooh, they got some fresh basil. Some squash. Lots of basils. Basil's good. I'm gonna go to the one times because it gets a little dark around here. But I just wanted to let you guys know that I won't be extending my stay. So it's not your fault, it's not my fault. Could be my fault. But I took the job and you know, yeah, there it is. But like I said, don't have any tonight, but like, you know, but it would have been nice to be like a whole full day of, well, kind of like the whole full day to rest, you know. But then again, we had a few of those moments where we went from work, then we rested for a little bit. But here's the key part about that. We never actually, and we never made a video about it because we were too busy, too tired. I'm not here to try to impress anyone, because obviously people are deaf of ears anyway on certain topics. And here's another problem. I'm not perfect, you're not perfect, but you don't know everything. And people always make always assumptions of that New York this and New York that and New York City this and New York City has that. Folks, the reality is New York City doesn't have free anything. There's no such thing as free anything. So I wish you guys get that through your head. There's nothing free, it's just a struggle for everybody. So, take it with a grain of salt. My name is Kiki Alexander Bailey, and I was actually trying to extend, well, here's the thing. I put some money into GoFundMe already, but I didn't want to put the whole damn check in there, man. Even though I bought some extra toys, too, for the kids. Yes, there's a toy drive that I'm trying. Mind you, when I was a kid, I didn't have all the toys and luxury you young kids had. I didn't have all the crazy, cool stuff, you know? I had to earn it. And then when I earned it, I didn't want to buy it. I wanted something else. That's what made me want to. This is why, ladies and gentlemen, when I grew up, I was just taking shit apart and putting it back together. This is why I'm surprised I didn't die of a mercury poison of some sort. But we're walking in the middle of the streets, everyone, because I'm gonna be honest with you. I say it out loud. Some of the Jewish community don't like to be on camera. Knowing that this is New York City, knowing that this is a one consent city, and people still want to contest the camera if you want to talk or show your neighborhood or show you where you live. You're properly right, you're taxpayer right. But like I said, people think they own a community because they live in the community. No, you don't own the community because you live in the community. You got to respect your community. And it's snowing right now. Because without that respect, you don't have a community. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go into Van Von King Park. And here's so back to my situation. I decided that I am in about, after this video, I'm going to switch over the money to my GoFundMe. Yeah, I was going to write it out, wait it out. I have time. Mind you, there's like 4 beds available, so I'm not really... Actually, sorry, I can't even stay in the dormitories anymore. But I'm using the private room. So... Alright, I can switch you guys. Alright. I got you guys on the Y now. You guys were on the 1 times. I just want to see what looks better. I know 1 time always looks better, but I want to see the vibration with this TELESIN master grip. I've been using it for all of my videos, capturing everything, but I just don't have my fucking iPhone adapter. I need to go to Target to buy one of those cheap ones because I can't afford to buy the original one because those are still expensive. Just bought one. Goddamn fucking city buses, man. It's always you're too close to people. People sit right next to you, and things get snagged off your clothing. That's what probably happened last time or this time. Got snagged because they want to stuff people on the fucking bus like sardines. Fucking ridiculous. City doesn't necessarily have to do that. They do that on trains in Japan, but on buses in Japan, no. No. Here, they just stuff you like sardines. Get in there. Hump each other. Touch each other. I'm like, oh my god, he's touching me. Lawsuit. It's MTA's fault. Sick of losing stuff on the city buses. This is why I don't like city buses. End of my discussion about that. But it's getting colder. I'm feeling it. And these cheap ass gloves, these 99-cent bullshit gloves, ain't doing any justice. Alright, everybody. But on a serious note, you guys are probably saying, why are you saving your money? I have cancer, everybody. I gotta, mind you, I have surgery next month. I have to save up every single fucking dime. I've been trying. I swear to you, I've been trying. I even, mind you, been cutting back on my food consumption. I bought less groceries, which is a bad idea. But lately, I've been just going around, and when I have a chance, I took the rollerblades. I went to community fridge. I grabbed some vegetables. I used that. It wasn't much, but I took what I can. But listen, I had to cut back on my spending on my food. Even like using public transportation. I got a rollerblade. Not rollerblade. Either cycle, mind you, or walk. Most of the time I'm walking. But last couple of days, it's been off and on very frigid temperatures. In the 20, I would say like high 20s. To mid-20s Fahrenheit for you non-Celsius asses out there that don't know Celsius. That's about 7, 8 Celsius for you non-Celsius asses out there. But yeah, everyone. So I'm just gonna make this live stream because I got no iPhone cable, so I was gonna just walk all night and live stream the whole 3 hours, but without a cable, I can't do it. And yes, I'm still using Lightning, which is unfortunate. Panda, why don't you upgrade? I got no time. I got no upgrade money. You got upgrade money? I don't even want an iPhone 17. I want an iPhone 15 or 16 at least. I don't want the latest and greatest. Let everyone have the bullshit latest and greatest. Because I don't need all the latest and greatest. What I use my iPhone for is a lot more things than most average consumers use their iPhones for. But the video quality, to me, everybody, is a game changer. Because now you can shoot in Apple Log 2 on 16. But on 15, you can shoot Apple Log 1. That's why I said 15 or 16 would do. But not just that. The Type-C option. That means I don't have to worry about ever buying a nightly cable ever again. I can use all my Type-C fast charging cables since it supports 15 watts or greater. So I don't even want iPhone 17. And I can actually transfer my data with just using one cable instead of like, oh, I gotta use the lightning cable and then wait for the slow transfer speeds. Oh, my Panda. Guys, that's like, it's nightmare for me sometimes. But I have a workaround with that. Let's go to an SSD. Well, technically, it's a cloud SSD that up to the cloud, and then I take my other phone, which is my Android, and download it to my SSD. And it's like, read and write to like, pew! Yeah, because that lightning, you'd be sitting there for like 2 hours, 3 hours, like, oh, give me a break, bro. Alright, we're not gonna go to a park because last night there was some activity in this park. But yeah, everyone, I'm the realest and only person that's trying to keep it 100 in New York City right now when it comes down to facing the crisis and the houselessness and the pandemic of abuse of government and city politicians. I don't care who's in office, they all abuse it. Ain't no saint, ain't nobody gifted. Look, we got a new mayor that has no skills whatsoever to actually know how to run it. What happens when the police officer gets shot? How he's going to present himself? Is he even going to make a statement? Mind you, he's anti-cop. He's anti-police. Is he going to make a statement when an officer, not just an officer, a civilian that wanted to be an officer, that just wanted to protect her or his community, just wanted to serve because it was the job that they wanted to do, to protect even you, and is this man going to actually show respect? We got to see. But keep this in mind, he's anti-cop, so dude, I respect all law enforcement. Because it's a job. It's a fucking job that it takes a lot of fucking balls to say, I want to get shot for my neighbor. I want to get shot because it's, mind you, don't take this the wrong way. Think about it. You're putting yourself at risk to protect and preserve. That's the point. You're willing to sacrifice. Yes, I know there's a lot of police officers that should not be police officers. This is why they should be. And in the second, mind you, in evaluation every 15 months, just to see what the officers had. You know how these officers like to play games, mind tricks. Yes, I'm a good, outstanding officer, but you got these civilian complaints about false arrest and assault and battery. Can you explain? Yeah. This is why, ladies and gentlemen, when an officer do something to you, get a badge and name with that badge, and write complaints. Go down to your police or your station and file complaints against that officer. It will follow them. But there are some good cops out there that don't even like those bad cops. But there are some good cops that just don't want to say anything because they know how the system works. It's not in their favor, not in your favor either. So it's not all policemen in New York or women in New York that actually has to go through the headaches. Some just quit just because it's just too much for a salary that doesn't even, man, listen. And you still got 3 roommates. Mind you, you go up after a certain amount of time, like the correction facility here in New York City. I noticed after 5.5 years, you start at like what, $54,000, right? You start there, right? But in the 5.5 years, you could, see, they like to use that word, potentially could make up to $101,000 a year. Mind you, the average New Yorker that needs to like sustainable like live in New York City should make about $150,000 or more just to be comfortable. So even that correction officer that works for the state and for the city, that still gets the double, mind you, 6 digit, still has to get a roommate. Mind you, they got debt, they got bills. Maybe they don't want to be police officers or correction officers for a long time. Maybe this is something just to pay their college bills. For something bigger and better. You never know. You gotta think outside the box. Because everyone's like, oh, defund the police, but you the first person calling the police when someone beat the shit out of you. He hit me, officer. Oh, really? Ain't you the woman or the guy that said defund me and kiss my... You the other woman. Imagine if I was that police officer and I ran into the same woman that talks shit in my face all the time, and then she calls the police and now wants our help. But we still have to do our job. You get what I'm saying? Imagine if I was that police officer. I still have to do my job. I can't discriminate. Like I said, everyone is counting on the police or someone to save them. I'm not saying, mind you, everyone that joins the organization is in the gang. You join the Army, you're in the gang. You join the Navy, you're in the gang. You join the police, you're in the gang. You join the FBI, you're in the gang. You join the CIA, you're in the gang. You join the task force, you're in the gang. Doesn't matter. Everyone's in the gang. What's up, 79 boys? This, mind you, Green Park is a store, so ain't nobody robbing this store. But it is gonna snow, so I hope everyone's ready for that heavy snow. See, this is why I need my iPhone cable. I want to record it, since I'm gonna be out here for a minute, because when I'm done with this live stream, I'm gonna transfer the money. Yeah, because I don't want to take a chance doing my recovery. Besides, I have not received my main goal. But I'm going to have to do the best I can with whatever I have saved. Which is going to be a bitch. Sorry, excuse my language, but I'm just sharing a New York moment. This is a New York City live stream. And it was snowing, a little flake of, mind you, the first 5 minutes of this video, it was flurrying. But it did snow a little bit heavier before that when I was on the bus. That's why the streets were a little wet. But don't worry, it's coming. Might be testing the waters, I don't know. But everyone's so paranoid now. Look, oh, you guys are gonna get like at least an inch and a half too. Stop crying over 2 inches. I lived in Winnipeg, Wisconsin, freaking Vancouver. Even Portland gets, mind you, I'm not saying Portland gets more snow than New York. But even Portlanders cry about, oh, we get a lot of snow. Like, stop it. Because they do get snow, but not as much as New York. But New York, you guys are like, oh my God, you gotta stack up on food and everything. Listen, it's just 2 inches, 3 inches. They say 3 inches, but it's not really 3 inches. Some areas may see 3 inches. Probably New Jersey, elevations up north, but city-wise, 2 at best. But here's the thing. It's 2.5, maybe 3, if that wind picks up. Because the wind keeps changing. There's a gust here, there's a gust in there, there's a gust here. Yeah, so it's kind of tricky. So when that snow is blowing, there's no dry spot. You're gonna be wet. Yeah, that means whoever is sleeping outside tonight, you better have you gotta have like super tarp shit going on. Like, you better have a tarp that does not leak any water. Because the wind's gonna be blowing, right? And wind blows everywhere. So that snow is so, you can say, dense to a point that it could just fly anywhere. It's snow. It's not like rain. There's a mass to that rain. But just walking the best side, everyone. If you guys want to support the channel, subscribe, like, and share. I just lost my freaking iPhone cable. And I believe, mind you, I do have an extra iPhone cable somewhere in storage, but it's not a 15 watt. See, my phone supports 15 fast charge. And I hate those 4.3, 5.3, whatever bullshit. Yeah. Those are the cables that really will fry your fucking port. That's why I don't use knockoff cables. Oh, my Panda. But yeah. But anyway, folks, back to me. The reason why I am saving my money is because if you haven't been watching my channel in the last, I would say 30, 45 days, I publicly came out and told everybody what was been going on with me since the summer. The sickness, the throwing up, and I told everyone I have just cancer, so I got stomach cancer. So I have to go into surgery and have some tumors removed. So in the meantime, I have to go to these, take what I can, medication. I wasn't supposed to even rollerblade, but guess what? I didn't care. I wanted to keep warm. It's mind you, I have to walk to work, and mind you, like I said earlier in my other live stream, my new boss got all fucking sassy about the rollerblades. Like, hey man, there's no rollerblades, and I'm like, excuse you, this is for transportation. Fucking discriminate against someone's transportation? That's like saying to me, like, I can't bring my bike, even though everyone has a fucking bike in New York City. But you want to discriminate against rollerblades? What are you, you're a fruit Buddha hater? That's what they used to call us rollerbladers back in the day, fruit booters. That's like, I was like, nah, man, that's bullshit. That's discrimination. Alright, here's another One Love community fridge. This one is farther deep in. This one more, yeah. So they got more squash here. Yeah, I'm telling you, we had a lot of that squash. I even took some of that to the hostel and made a, what is that, a turkey squash? Ooh, cold. Yeah, my fingers are freezing right now. But I gotta end this live stream very soon though, because I don't have my iPhone cable. So, the only way I can charge it is I gotta take it out of the freaking iPhone case and use the testing grip and charge that. And then kill that battery, charge the testing grip, and then my night got ruined. But I should just buy me a cable, but right now I can't. I don't buy the cable from none of these stores. I'd rather go to I'd rather go to a legitimate store and buy the cable. So I'm gonna have to wait until tomorrow. So I'm gonna save 10 bucks for the cable, or I just go to Target, stupid Target, because they probably got the cable, same cable I had last time. Probably have it on sale for 10 bucks anyway. Probably be the easiest bet, but that means I have to get on that stupid bus, which I don't want to. So I'm probably gonna, damn it, man. I'm gonna have to wake up early enough, so I'm gonna have to avoid all the confrontation in the mornings with, like, oh, and tomorrow's Sunday. I just don't want to deal with all the freaking nonsense of the, commuters, because that's how I lost my freaking iPhone cable. Yes, it was plugged up to my charger, because normally I have it behind me, looped to my strap, and now it's not there. So I can continue to constantly have this phone charged while live streaming. But that's not the important part. The important part was now I'm saving my money for something more important, to save for my recovery. And I don't make a lot of money, so I make whatever money I can, I do what I can, and that's good enough for me, I'm not trying to be a superhero and show people, like some people that need to go get a job and it's a hobby, which you just recently see on this channel, the harassment on what claims. See, they always claim these other so-called YouTuber, right? Talking about he got evidence, proof, but all you see is him talking, and you guys are like, what? That doesn't even make sense, bro. You're not showing any physical documents of anything that you claim for the last 2 years about Panda. This is what I keep telling everyone. Recently, I've been following some court papers and find out from, mind you, a consultation from some legal people that, like, I can actually get a gag order. Just the fact that I'm saving all these evidence of harassment from these parties, these people, persons, okay? And they're not tech savvy. They're not smart enough to cover their tracks. They're not intelligent like Alex Hankey. See how he is? Oh yeah, speaking of Alex Hankey, some guy that keeps watching my YouTube videos, I'm not quite sure if this is valid or not. I need to talk about this because I'm not sure it's just Alex trying to play me or he's trying to, I don't know, but this guy was like, yo, bro, I'm from Upper Harlem, Spanish Harlem, which is Washington Heights. I've been watching the video, blah, blah, and he says, like, you ever see Alex, blah, blah, blah. And I text him back. I said, listen, you can do all that on your own free will. I'm not telling you to do that, but why put yourself through all that headache, knowing that he's a loser already? Think about it. Why waste your strength in your breath knowing that he's a loser? All you have to do is let him know that there are other people in New York City that are native that can see right through his bullshit. Yeah, I understand why YouTube keeps promoting his channel when they know he's scamming people. It doesn't make sense that YouTube knows this. And mind you, other YouTubers have even came out and claimed this information about the scam, and YouTube still allows it. So I'm saying to myself, like, what the fuck is going on? Like, that doesn't make any sense. But recently, YouTube automatically actually, and people show you evidence of, mind you, a felony act on your platform. That's all I'm saying, everybody. But people, the persons, you want to support a 3-time, 4-time felon. You know what he did? You really want to know? I even shared this video in 2024, not to a minor. And I did not even want it to share for a scumbag or... This is why we saved every single message, text message. And mind you, everything's alphabetical order too. Because when a certain person emails me, I go, okay, check. That goes in that folder, boom, easy. Because it's all, mind you, in a spam folder. Each message that you previously blocked from the same, mind you, they know this, but I still allow it. Because, mind you, I need it for proof. Yes, he's been giving me what I want. And that includes Mr. Jim Harden himself as well. Mind you, a lawyer, like I explained this already. Have you ever conduct business with Mr. Bailey? Have you personally talked to him on the phone, signed a contract, negotiated, or worked in the same work field or in the same company? No. So why are these emails from 2022 and 2023 of you harassing Mr. Bailey for no reason about his homelessness and his struggles of trying to show people how this is his way of getting out? But no. Have you ever supported? Yes. How? I made a donation as a joke, blah, blah, blah. So you were tormented. Boom. I felt guilty, so I tried to donate a few more times and got rejected. Boom. So, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think when they see that paper trail? The evidence of the transaction. the paper trail. What do you think they're going to say? It seems like Mr. Betty was just trying to avoid you instead of having a confrontation with you. But you wanted to have more confrontation than more of awareness. Therefore, you are, mind you, this is called civil liability. Should really think about what that word means. Civil liability. Yes, you are civilly liability for all damage, defamation of character, loss of wages, maybe loss of income. Because I had no problems in 2023 getting any studio work or film work or photography work until Alex and all these perpetrators came along and wanted to, mind you, already tried to feed into the fire that was trying to, mind you, trying to get distinguished, but people kept wanting to relight it and relight it. All because one video, Invisible People. Like I said, Invisible People are not at the fault. They just wanted to tell my story. And then when I told my story, you saw all these, allegedly, these so-called people claim it. And every single time these people claim, it was just trolls. People that did not know, they just wanted to feed. Mind you, this is the internet. Once someone says one thing about someone, everyone believes it. Simple as that. Everyone believes it. Everyone thinks it's true. And mind you, it's hard to get rid of the truth. It's just like a man being incarcerated for 27 years for a crime he didn't commit. And then now the DNA evidence proved that he did commit the crime, knowing that he was telling the truth. That's how long it takes to get rid of dirt and misinformation about someone. It might not even go away at all. But people do tell nasty lies to try to hurt people. And these folks that I mentioned, and have been having confrontation on my channel, ladies and gentlemen, have been only, their subjective were only to try to make things worse. Why? They got nothing better else to do. They call themselves professionals, right? But you wake up every morning and you nitpick about everything I said, but you can never actually comply to what I'm asking you. Can you speak another language other than the language of your bullshit? Can you read and write another language? No. But you sit here and try to write a paragraph that technically has no grammar of any understanding and poor penmanship. Well, I shouldn't say penmanship because I haven't seen you writing in person. I would say the way you typed shows that you're still on a 7th grade level. But take it with a grain of salt, everybody. I'm no better than anyone. But there are people on the channel, on this network, that try to claim they are a filmmaker, they are award-winning, but there's no record of you. Even I have a record. It's called, mind you, not just a record, but videos and images of me participating in film festivals. It's on my website. I still have, mind you, I'm the brokest I'm the broke one. And while these people have housing, I still own a website and you can't even build one. You took all this time to harass me, but you didn't take the 2 years to build yourself a website. Think about that, ladies and gentlemen. Kind of defeats the point of the argument, doesn't it? Yeah, I wish I had my iPhone cable, man. But I'm the one out here, ladies and gentlemen, that got fired from the job back in February, March. Actually, I was hired mid-February, And then I was actually let go in early April because of the incoming harassment calls to my work. I should never have told everyone, because everyone knows that I go public. I like to be transparent, right? I wanted to share that I have work, and then people started calling to work. That went terribly wrong. It got me fired. But no one wants to ever apologize or even admit to say, oh yeah, I did. But mind you, there is a record. Because if that big company wants to actually subpoena all those records, they could. And literally have you, mind you, civil liability. They can make you freaking pay for harassment. This is why I was like, why? Why would you do that? But take it with a grain of salt, everyone. Things are, I would honestly say, listen, I'm 46. I lived to tell a story. I'm living to tell a story, actually. And 46 years of my life, I have to say that, life is just what it is, man. There are good times, there are bad times. There are times where things would go into, it would literally pull you down, your mental health. Everyone would go through some mental health crisis, no matter what it is. But tonight and the rest of this week, everyone, I have to save up money for my cancer surgery. So I'm putting my own money into my own GoFundMe. As you can see, you can check right now. I'm putting my money in my own GoFundMe. And that's because I don't want to be tempted to spend money. You'd be like, but you can spend the money. Technically, no. See, I have this monthly payout thingy going on with PayPal. I think it's monthly payout, because they do a daily payout, but it's not really daily payout. I already know how GoFundMe works, because I had a GoFundMe before when I was suing my employer and won. Thanks to some people, not on YouTube, but some people in the industry that I used to work for supported that. Even a friend back in Vancouver supported it with the $5,000 donation. So, and won. But what I'm trying to say is that I just got to do what I got to do right now. And if I didn't have to buy, here's the thing, what literally set me back, my vest that Michael Collins brought me last year was one of those Amazon heated vests. I brought the best, mind you, I brought the best one for $127, right? I put his money and my money into it because I didn't want no cheap one. I wanted one that had a really great start. I read the Amazon reviews. I read the videos. I saw every video. I was like, okay, I'm convinced on this one. And it died. So I had to buy a new one. And that same one was on sale for $80 fucking. So that is why I'm set back $88.26. That's why I'm so set back, because if I didn't spend money on a vest, I probably would have had my rent. And I don't want to pay and then say, hey man, I owe you this. I don't like doing that. I don't feel comfortable. I'd rather just have my payment. So they can that person can look at me and say, hey man, you always give a good payment, man. You really need help. Yeah, there have been times I've been I wanted to ask you if I can pay you a little bit here, pay you most of it, but I need groceries sometimes, and that's the problem, everybody. My two jobs together don't pay enough. Sometimes, like I said earlier, I gotta literally not eat 3 meals a day. Sometimes I gotta eat 1 time a day. So I had to ration my food portions in order to get what I need. This is why I'm going. That's why. What do you think? In this whole entire video, we went to 2 community refrigerators. I already have all that. Well, I have all the stuff in the hostel, but the thing is, I already checked out because it's been my 13th day. So, and I was supposed to renew my my 2-week stay. And I did not want to, and did not figure out what I wanted to do. But I wanted to sacrifice because also when I found out it was going to snow tonight into tomorrow, mind you, I was like, you know what, I can just stay for the rest of the week and then spend Christmas outside in that week and then go into the hospital, and whatever money I have, mind you, saved from the GoFundMe, I do the best I can with that. It's not even much. It's just like, we're gonna have to like do the best, what we can. Because I publicized it, I went on social media, I told communities after one community after another. There's some people that support it, and those people that support it are the ones that just understood the situation. So, and that's what I can say. It's like, I try to reach out to a community that I once was part of, that rollerblading community. Yeah, and mind you, Lord Brian, in the comment, if you're watching this, Lord Brian, you should comment how disappointed you are after what we all did for rollerblades back then. Our sacrifices and, you know, our time to, like, you know, as be unique members. The real New York rollerbladers. And some French skaters that, mind you, here's another One Love community refrigerator. They still got squash and stuff here. Yeah, a lot of stuff. See, I have this stuff in storage in the hostel. See, all this is bread. We got all this stuff already. That's why I was trying to get back into the hostel, because I got a lot of food left over. But this is a lot of squash and pumpkin and bread. It's been here for like a few days, so. And there's some yam. I got a bunch of yam as well. See? I if you guys want to know how I knew all this, because I participate with One Love community. Their studio is not far. We're actually just like a few blocks from there, from their studio. So they also an organization that tries to help and get food, and they try to look out for me. And they're like, "Hey, Panda, are you in the hostel?" I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "Well, we got some food." I'm like, "Yeah, bring it." I'm always game, but this is why I was trying to figure if I want to go stay for another 13, 14 days. But that money won't go to the GoFundMe. It would just go to the hostel, and I won't probably have the money that I'm not going to have the money that I'm going to need for my recovery. But it's better than not. You guys get, you know what I'm saying? That amount that could change everything in the future. That one amount can make a difference. That's what I'm trying to say. Alright guys, I got 20% battery left. I'm gonna have to end this live stream. God damn, man, I can't believe I lost my cable. The only way I can charge this, guys, oh man, I don't trust this magnet on this fucking iPhone. Guys, uh-oh, here comes the popo. Here comes the popo. These guys are stopping ransomware, bro. Oh, wow. Well, you realize I was live streaming? You just changed your mind? He was like, nah, I ain't fucking with that guy. That's probably Panda. Yeah. Got a lawsuit with NYPD as we speak for, like, racial profiling. Mind you, you guys saw that video. Mind you, I paid my fare and everything. And these guys got mad because I called them out. Like, you guys just don't, you guys stick out like a sore thumb. Because back in the day, NYPD officers, they dressed the part, man. They literally were dressed like a homeless bum. They're literally dressed like a drug dealer. Like, you literally think he's a drug dealer. Like, dude, he got the, mind you, he got the Kango, got the gold chain and everything, got the golden teeth and everything. You would think he is legit. Motherfucker is undercover. That's how great New York City was back in the day. Cops played their fucking parts back then. Niggas would be like junkies, next you know, freeze. Like, dude, you were just leaning for a second. Nah, that was baking soda. Dude, I'm telling you, if you old school, you remember those days when cops dressed the part, you would never know. Now these guys, you can tell. You just can tell. And they got upset. So they wanted to mess with me. So I messed with them like, okay, you can run that name. Here's a city identification for you. They were like, ooh, and they got burnt when they saw that. They knew, they were like, oh yeah, he's definitely gonna sue us now. Yeah, give me back my knife. You wasted my time. That's all they wanted to do, run a name, everybody, to see if I had any DVs and warrants. I don't got any warrants. I'm clean as a whistle, douche. All right, 15 seconds, 15% battery left, everyone. I'm gonna have to end the live stream. Or, let me just quickly take this out. Oh man, I gotta take this TELESIN grip off. Look at it, look what I gotta do. I gotta take this off now. Oh, shit. Oh man. I'm sorry everyone, but I'm trying to take this out of the case. Are you serious right now? What is going on? Hello? What is going on? Alright everybody, so I took the case off the iPhone. Now I got the TELESIN grip, bare bones on my iPhone 14. It's the only way I can keep it charged. But I don't like the magnetism. It just doesn't feel snugged. It doesn't feel tight. It doesn't feel tight at all. I can like swerve my phone. Look, that's not how, yeah. I'm not a big fan right now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just walking. Ooh, got a nice spot right there to sleep. Scalping poles are going to be useful tonight. If you're homeless, you better find yourself a scalping pole. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to continue on my live stream. I don't want you guys to miss anything, just in case something does happen, because this is Brooklyn. I'm being straight gangster honest about that. This is Brooklyn. So before we clean you guys off, making sure you guys are clean. I don't like fingerprints on my lenses. I'm sorry. I treat my iPhone like my camera lenses. I don't want to scratch all my shit. But I just don't like the fact that I just lost my iPhone cable. And I really don't want to go back to storage tomorrow either. I don't want to go back to Queens. I want to stay in Brooklyn. I don't even know the fuck I'm going right now, because Got no place to go. Can't afford to fucking pay rent in this city. And be comfortable. I gotta pay off. Like I said, see, maybe Phil is right. If I didn't have any of this shit, I probably would have money for everything I need right now. And see, you can see, this is why I want the JJC adapter. Let me show you why. You see that bump right there? You see that bump right there on the bottom of the screen? You see that bump? This is why I want the JJC adapter on it. So TELESIN, I want you guys to listen to this part. So timeline. I forgot the timeline because I had to reboot the phone. But TELESIN. This is why the JJC magnetic, they scorch, mind you, if you look at this design, they push the magnetic down further so it doesn't intrude on what you put on the lens, on that magnetic part. It does not show in the video. This is why JJC designed this the way they did. This is why TELESIN also designed their case just the way JJC did. Push down the MagSafe part. So this MagSafe part is not actually covered that MagSafe. See how that's center? This is more scoot down. This is why I wanted to use this. Because now you can see on the bottom of the screen there, you see it? You can see the TELESIN grip. This is why this is not meant for bare bones use. Now, I can change it to 1x to get rid of it. Which fixes the video, but we don't want it always on the 1x. You see how shaky that can get? The TELESIN might be a very good video, mind you, grip for capturing B-roll and footage, but not for long periods of time holding this, because like you see, even with the wide, it's kind of shaky. But I'm using the grip to charge my phone. It's the only way I can charge this phone until I get a cable. So today's fashion is my snowboard clothes on. I got all my snow gear on. Yeah, because we're gonna be out here for I have to do this. Well, I don't have to. I have a choice, everyone. I can let this cancer just take over and just say fuck it, let it just kill me over time, let me suffer, and within 6 years I should be dead and good, right? Or should I just take care of it now, sacrifice now, and hope for the best for the future? Right? Those are my two choices. I got no other choice. That means I gotta sacrifice everything, including not working for a month or so, which is gonna be... I can't afford not to work. This is why I'm gonna try to, mind you, I'm gonna try to rest. I'm gonna try to rest as much as I possibly can and try to fucking get back to work within like 2-3 weeks. I mind you, I already informed what they call that, the director of like the surgery people, like, because they've been asking me about my insurance and financials and blah blah. Do I have any excuse my language, everyone. She would have been in live if I would have I should have just grabbed E. But yeah, they was asking me all these questions, like insurance and all this. Like, yeah, I need to fucking fix some things on the wheel, because who are gonna give it to? Some ransom people? Maybe a children's foundation? Like for all my photographs, I don't want no one off. Can't use my shit unless you get Getty. Like all my videos and archives, I have all these images. These much. So like a normal guy, man. Away. Just let it keep piling up. You're going public with it, which is good. You're letting the people in the audience know about awareness that should not, or mind you, not even a phone call. That's what I was like, pretty much. It's an internet debacle. Making myself let you guys know. I don't need fucking Snap. I don't need EBT. See, and here's the thing, and that's what Yuki said a couple weeks back. I think it was Yuki. She said, but I guarantee the same people that, if they are American, they are all probably the ones that are receiving food benefits while you sit here and apply for it and get denied. It doesn't matter what country you're from. You get some type of benefits. This is like I was explaining to people about a certain so-called filmmaker. The guy gets benefits because he's too fucking lazy to get off his ass and just do what he can. He talks all this credibility, but he can't improve his video quality. Alright, now we're in Bushwick. Oh, fuck, man. We're in Bushwick. Oh yeah, I gotta transfer this money. I don't wanna spend any of it. I'm gonna... Okay, you guys gonna have to give me a few minutes. I gotta transfer some of this. Like I said, I was gonna use this money to get into the hospital for the next like 13 days, but I'm not gonna struggle and convince my audience to help support, because that's not your job anymore. If you guys want to financially support, that's up to you. If you want to keep the lights on for the channel, for the network, for the channel, that's fine. But I did ask for help earlier. I just, you know what? And some people can't help, that's fine. But you know, I'm just gonna have to, like, I gotta lose some, win some, right? See, but if I didn't have to buy that fucking, if I didn't have to buy this fucking vest that I have on, keeping me warm right now. Yeah, it did came in the mail. I was like, you're fucking better. It's been fucking almost $90. Mind you, it's free 2-day shipping. Because it claimed that it wasn't gonna come today, and then it shows up this afternoon. And I was like, that's why I was in fucking Long Island City. Like, you fucking bastards. This is why I hate the Amazon shipping system. It's never accurate. It says it's delayed, and then it says out for shipping. The last moment, like, are you serious? I'm in Brooklyn. Now I gotta go back to Long Island City? So yeah, that's what I forgot to also tell you guys, that I'm wearing the new heat vest. And this is why I realized my fucking power cable is missing. For my iPhone, my cable. I was like, okay, because I got the cable to power this vest, and I got the power bank in my boot bag. Everything is in like kind of like arm's reach, in a sense. But yeah, everyone. So yeah, my goal was to you know, take the money that I have and, you know, stay in the hustle. You know, it's getting cold, but you know what? Fuck it. I need to save it anyway. Oh man. You know what I just fucked up too, just now too? See, since I was in the hostel, I was able to actually cook meals. And I got all that food in the store. Well, it's not going to be touched because the housekeeping, they know that, oh, Panda left all of that. And they know. But like, you see, now I'm just messed up my own. I just burnt myself by choosing not to stay. Because I can actually cook me my meals. But now I have to like buy meals while I'm out here. See? No way you're looking at it. No way. There's no win. There's no win. There's no fucking win. I can't. It's no win, man. I can't win for shit. This guy's out here partying and drinking.
Yeah, it's not far. It's the other side of the road.
I'm trying to survive. Don't worry, they won't be out here later on when it fucking snows. They'd be like, oh my god, it's snowing, let's go inside. Oh, look at this guy, he's gonna sleep outside. They laugh at homeless people. Like it's a joke. Yeah, we the big joke. Like they said, not everyone's homeless that is a drug addict, you know? Some people are going through financial fucking problems. There's another community refrigerator, but I don't know, this one, it seems shit. I don't like this one. They always rate it. It's always empty. Alright, we're walking down Broadway. If you liked the video, give it a likes. Give it a thumbs up, everyone. Please. I appreciate that. I'm just walking, talking about my situation, my problems. You don't have to feel obligated or feel sorry. You're just a man talking about with an audience. Hopefully, some adults that are in the audience understand, not children. Ooh, that's a big wide turn for a bus that long. See, there's a stop sign that says stop here, but you guys don't want to stop there. Guys, that's why this bus can't. You can try and go back up, back up, back up, back up. This guy. There's a sign that says stop here on the red. No one ever does it.
I hate that shit.
No one ever does it. This is why this bus is having a difficulty. Look how big. Look. Big ass bus. Literally. But, you know, take it with a grain of salt. Welcome to Broadway, Bushwick. Alright, we're gonna walk down Party Block. Well, it used to be a party block back in the day. This White House right here. If anybody knows what this White House was, to all you jungle and you drum and bass fans, this White House right here used to be the shit. Like that dude from the UK came. Ooh, it's game over. Ooh. What is this? You guys want to see a fake $100 bill right now? I know this is why you don't fuck with people and exchange money out here. Let me show you something. It was just sitting right there on the ledge, and I think someone dropped it by accident. This is a fake $100 bill. I want you guys to take a good look at it. What do you see wrong with it? See? These mind you, almost got scammed by one of these props. I literally almost got scammed. Oh, wow. Look at that. Bunch of shoes. That's why if you're going to exchange money in any sort for Craigslist or like Facebook Marketplace, make sure you understand you can read fake money like this. I think someone dropped it. And then it's gonna scam someone. Oh shit. I can tell right now, I can tell by just looking at it it's fake. Because there's certain elements that's like, even through my gloves I can feel it's fake. Yeah, it's a fake. Look at that. So fake. So be careful in New York City when you sell stuff on Craigslist. When you get fake $20 bills. Yes, fake $20 bills exist. $100 bills actually exist. Especially if you're selling something that's more than like $1,000 in value. They're going to try to hustle you and get over it. They're going to sneak some real $100 bills in there. But not all those $100 bills are real. That's what's going to catch you off guard. So be aware of that when you sell stuff on Facebook Marketplace and on Craigslist, New York City. We're on Bushwick Avenue now. I want to get off the block. Too much copyright. I probably got copyrighted already. That means no monetization for this video. Fake ass $20 bill. I mean $20 bill. I'm gonna just throw it away. Make sure no one uses it. Here, I'm gonna just crumpling it up. And make sure no one finds it. Fake ass fucking scam ass artist people, man. Get out of here. Look, throw it in the bushes over there. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. If you guys want to support, just like and subscribe, I guess. Yeah, I know. It's been a while since I did the video. Well, it hasn't been a while. It's just that I've been busy. I got the day off. Well, I got the night off, so got no work. But it's been nice. Everyone, I know some people are probably gonna say in the comments, you should play the Lotto Panda, get lucky. Yeah, right. I'm never lucky with those things. This is why I don't gamble. I'm not lucky with those things. Never will be. Oh, I should buy me a Gatorade. Oh my panda, god damn. So impatient. These taxis, man. These Ubers and these Lyfts. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching my videos and supporting. I'm sorry the video seems a little shaky at times. I apologize, but I am holding this with the testing grip. It is not a stabilizer. But it's better than not having anything stabilizing the footage. So I do apologize if the video seems a little bit nauseous for your liking. I apologize. Now, everybody, mind you, I used to use my gimbal a lot, but mind you, that's a lot of weight. And like I said, I used to do it a lot, and no one was really supporting the channel other than a few other people. And you know, it wasn't really worth bringing that out all and every single day, which I was doing at one point, but it took a toll. It would just make me more tired quicker. So I'm super happy that TELESIN, JJC, and all these other brands reaching out to me and say, hey, Panda, we got something alternative. You want to try our TELESIN grip? Even though it's meant for the iPhone 17 Pro, but we know you have an iPhone 14 Pro, but you know, you can still use it, which you can on the iPhone 14 Pro. You can only use the rechargeable feature. You can snap a picture and you can record, but you cannot use the zoom feature. Only on the 16 and 17 Pros, you can use full functionalities on this grip. This is not a plug, even though I don't know, man. I've been looking for a dry spot. Mike, I'm gonna come back around here because I saw a place. Because when it snows, I'm gonna have to take shelter somewhere, right? Oh yeah, and I got the new sleeping bag too with me. Yeah, I got it in my backpack right now. Yeah, I'm gonna test this bad boy once again. Mind you, I tested 3 other times before, but the temperature wasn't that frigid. It was maybe like 40, 38 Fahrenheit for your non-Celsius people that don't want to do Celsius math. Oh, this is stupid. Why does my hand feel like it's beating my heart? Oh, my panda. Everyone is trying to beat the snow. Yeah, it's coming. Give it time. Give it around like 9 o'clock, 10. Because you can feel the flurries right now. See, everyone salted the sidewalks. It's going to be messy. Yeah, maybe I should have stayed in the hostel. I don't know. I don't know, man. If anybody got any magic how to double their money without risk, let me know. And I'm not talking about no scam. Just naturally double your money. Oh my pen. Imagine that, you just double your money. Yeah, see? This guy's... These scooters, man. These mopeds, bro. They're asking for a run. I'm telling you, you just saw it on his live stream. He literally is asking to get fucking mowed down. Driving like that. Stupid, reckless. This ain't Italy. definitely ain't Brazil, bro. This is New York. You will get run down. And people will fucking run you down. They don't care. Damn, man. Maybe I should just live stream a little later when the snow is like literally falling. I think I'm going to do that, everybody. I'm going to charge this phone as much as possible. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to charge this phone as much as possible for the next hour and a half. I'm going to live stream again when there's actually fucking snow on the ground. Because we're going to be out here all night, so in the next week or so. Who knows? Mind you, payday is not until next week. Yeah, next week. Anybody wants to financially support, there's a PayPal, Cash App, Venmo. Oh yeah, and a GoFundMe for my cancer recovery. Anybody wants to support hostel fee? I don't know. I'm about to transfer this money anyway. I don't think it's worth it. Well, I'm not saying it's not worth it. I know I'm going to need this money doing my recovery. So I'd rather just save it. But that's what I just said, asked you guys just a moment ago. Does anyone have a way, without risk, how to double your money? Yeah, I can't believe I just found a fake $100 bill. I'm glad that I found it and fucking threw it away. Someone would have got really fucking pissed off. Someone would have been having a shitty night tonight. Like, that bastard. And they probably would have knew who exactly, too. Oh, man. I probably just saved that guy's life. Or whoever was going to scam that person. Because you don't know these people. These people probably shank you for it. Put a bullet in you. You won't be seeing Troy around here anymore. I'm like, how much Troy? I don't know, bro. You disappeared one night. I think I just saved this guy from scam. Well, he probably have more. Who knows? But damn, man, I can't believe I just found a fake $100 bill. That would have been really bad for someone. Alright, we're on Bushwick. We're gonna walk down Bushwick. I'm just trying to look for like a spot where I can sit for a while and charge this phone. Yeah, I can't believe I lost my iPhone cable, man. All because of fucking city bus. I don't want to buy a knockoff cable. I want to buy a legitimate cable. Those things are, mind you, knockoff cables are fucking excuse my language, but they are dangerous to your phone. Uncertified cables are dangerous to your phone. They can literally burn out your port. All right, guys, I'm gonna sit right here. I'm gonna take all this out so I can charge. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do, because TELESIN, your master grip is passive chargeable, but at a slow 3.2 watts. Yeah, it's pretty slow. So I'm gonna take out something because I don't. I'm gonna put you guys down right here so you guys can see everything. See, and here's another thing about the TELESIN grip. This is why I like this better for the TELESIN grip. This comes down more. Now you can't even sit up the phone. So now I'm gonna do it this way. And it makes the phone lean, tip over more. That's just strange. Here we go. Okay. Okay, we got you guys. I'm using that TELESIN C03 light, everybody. Alright. Can't believe I lost my fucking cable. So, let me show you. Face me. See? I'm gonna use this. This did have an iPhone adapter to it, but it came off. So, and Xcool never respond to my claims for a new one. And I don't know what that company is doing these days. They just send me a bunch of stuff and then it just disappeared. I don't know, everyone. I think something's funny with that too. Okay, it's charging, but is this still charging? Let's see. Oh, it might not be able to. Uh-oh. No, it's not. Yeah, it's not charging. Yeah, I can't. Alright guys, I'm gonna have to end the live stream. Alright, I gotta charge this phone somehow. But thanks for watching. I appreciate all of you. Sorry for the last few 20 minutes of this nonsense. But just showing you guys what I'm using is this TELESIN grip. And this is what's charging the phone. But I gotta get going. But thanks for watching, everyone. Be safe and stay warm. And have a good weekend. See ya.